Hello everyone, welcome to Joe Consume Cinema. I'm your host, Trial by Combat, and today we have The Glass Kingdom, Season 1, Episode 7. So I'm not looking forward to watching this episode, but we gotta go through it. Leofric is gonna die this episode. I am 100% certain of that, unfortunately. I really like the character. He reminds me of the Hound from Game of Thrones. One of my favorite characters in all of fiction, and yeah, it's gonna suck, but we gotta do it. The cultural and religious mistrust is ultimately what has brought us here with this episode. It's just really unfortunate that we're brought to this point, but the show must go on, so yeah, here we are. I honestly don't want to talk about this. This is going to be like ripping off a band-aid. I just want to, get it over with. So as always, please remember to blank, blank, and blank. Channel's doing awesome right now. We have launched the Joe Consume Cinema Patreon. Every member of my Patreon gets a guaranteed movie request, and I have the first season of The Penguin, the first season of Mr. Robot. Great reactions, I feel. And I'm working my way through the entirety of Mr. Robot, about a reaction per week, more or less, give or take. And yeah, I think it's like a decent start for, a Patreon channel. There's a lot in there, some really good reactions that I feel it's worth $2 a month. But if you would consider becoming a patron, it would really help me out. I'd really appreciate it. It's what allows me to, keep doing these reactions. So yeah, if you would, that would be great. And with that, let's just get right to the episode.
Do you believe I've betrayed you, Arslan?
I don't.
Odd had 20 men or more ready to swear against you. Warrior's death is all I can give.
I've been allowed my freedom tonight, and if I could slip away, I would, but I cannot do that. Feuds to settle, promises to keep.
Then you must kill me.
And you me.
I intend to. It's been good to have you as my friend.
This sucks, man. I understand Leofric's reasoning there. If it wasn't him, it was going to be 20 other guys testifying, and it would have been over. They just would have taken Uhtred's head without having a chance. At least this way, he stands a fighting chance.
I have not seen your death.
I'm prepared to resume my debt to save Leofric. He is plunder, and as such, she must be returned, regardless of
I
her
can't
fate.
abandon her. The queen stays with me.
Looks like Alfred's son is sickly and weak like him. Oh shit. It's Guthrum. Young Ragnar too. Nice little surprise attack. So much for Alfred's fucking peace. What the fuck? Jeez.
The fight is finished, Arslan. Come on.
Yes, they both lived.
The king will have to make his own arrangements. And what of me?
Man, the Danes are running through these fools like nothing. Otto's running like a coward. Fucking bitch. So is he.
Go this way. We hide here, wait for nightfall.
I want the king.
King Aethelwald?
Protect me.
No, he will not.
Only Guthrum can save you. Guthrum is your god now. Should I spare you?
You are Guthrum, great warrior. I am Ethelwald, son of King Ethelred and rightful king of Wessex. Alfred stole my crown.
Enough negotiation.
So much for the kingdom of Wessex. That was pathetic. They were all distracted by the stupid trial by combat.
Look out!
Oh, this is clever.
Uhtred the Saxon.
Oh, shit.
What's this? You mean to do me harm?
I haven't decided.
Tell Ragnar I'm still his brother.
I'll tell him you were here and that you left.
I hope you're carrying silver, priest.
I am saved by ghosts, it seems.
Lord,
Wessex allows its warriors to kill each other and spends too much time on its knees.
You will do well to remember that I am king.
King of what? Look around you. He is Alfred. A man. King of nothing.
Eat it. Eat it, dude. What's this, like the 5th time Uhtred has saved his life?
Lord, I've prepared a tonic. For the pain.
I would take it, dude.
You should send out word that you're alive, asking men to join you.
Is that what you would do?
It's what a king would do.
If I am to fight, it would have to be a single battle, and soon.
Your son grows weaker despite their press.
He listened to him. It's not easy, but he did it. Look to the sorceress at this point, dude.
She could help your son.
Isolde is a pagan and a woman. She will be blamed.
I think she's right.
In the mind of Brother Asa, she is a witch. I can read you.
Prayers are not being answered.
Is it any wonder we find ourselves living in a muddy puddle?
I think Alfred's coming around a little bit. Too bad his wife is a fucking zealot.
Wessex lives and breathes warfare.
I will try and help your child.
We do not wish.
Tomorrow it will be too late.
What kind of talk is that?
He's offering help.
My priest told me that you are a witch, and they are correct!
If this child is to live, then another somewhere must die. I will be taking a life.
This must be done.
What if it's Uhtred's son?
We received your message. We came as quickly as we could.
For Edward, I am blessed.
He is well, Lord.
What?
You did well. Why the tears?
They are for the stranger's child.
The rest of the army will be inland, looking for food. We burn the ships.
You really believe Scorpa will then go to Guthrum?
I do. Here I am! I'm waiting! We'll send each of you to Corpse Hall!
The archer's good.
We stand our ground. Run!
Using the land against them. That's pretty cool. Everything went well.
You're right, Bielka. God works in the strangest of ways.
Okay, took some time just to gather my thoughts. So that was episode 7, the penultimate episode. It was really, really good. So, things start off and, dreading the eventual fight between Leofric and Uhtred, thinking there's no way, we're going to get out of this without seeing Leofric die. We had a little Deus Ex Dane there. Guthrum, with young Ragnar and his men, decided to attack Wessex, and the Wessex men were so, enthralled with this trial by combat that what little guards they left were easily, overrun, and it wasn't long before Otto and his men and a bunch of other, priests and everyone else was just, jumping ship. It's like the rats fleeing a sinking ship, essentially. Like, they just ran for their lives, didn't put up much of a fight. Leofric and Uhtred with the Queen Isolde managed to get out of there just barely. They prevented a woman from being raped. Like a nun, I don't know her name. They enter into marshlands to seek refuge because it's kind of a place that you would never expect to see Danes because the water isn't deep enough for their ships for the most part, and the land itself is kind of treacherous. It's very easy for like a military force to get bogged down there, so they avoid it. They happen to run into Alfred, who barely managed to get out of Wessex. He got his family out too, but just barely. We saw Aethelwald and Guthrum have a little bit of a conversation. Aethelwald tried to present himself as the rightful heir, the actual king, but Alfred took his crown. Guthrum was having none of it, slapped him around. I think he's okay. We didn't see him die or anything like that, but he's probably like, I wouldn't be surprised if he was in a situation where he's kind of like their little amusing jester for, the meantime. Here is, the rightful king of Wessex, dance for us, that type of thing. So anyway, most of the episode is spent with Alfred trying to regroup in these marshlands with Uhtred, Leofric, and Queen Isolde. Alfred kind of opens up a little bit and becomes a little more accepting. Isolde gives him a tonic mixture and it helps his stomach a little bit. He's actually starting to get to eat meat again, which is good. He was always, a sickly king, and his son Edward was in the same situation. Very reluctantly, they agreed to let Isolde, use her pagan magic essentially to save the child's life. It's kind of interesting how she said that the only way to save his life is to sacrifice another's life. I think maybe it might even be Uhtred's son maybe that's a little too dark, but that's a possibility, something to keep in mind. Yeah, this episode was really, really good. You saw a little bit of this idea of acceptance of the pagan, just a little bit on Alfred's part. He was as devout as you can get, and yet the pagan still came, threw him out of his own city like it was nothing. And here he is, this pauper king. His son's dying. By the way, Edward, I'm pretty sure, is the first of the English kings, like a unified England. I'm pretty sure. I'm a bit rusty on my English, history, but I think that is the case. But yeah, episode ends with, him finally getting help. He listens and takes Uhtred's advice, sends the priest out as messengers. They finally get to Father Beorca and that man-at-arms, not Leofric, the other one. They show up with men to help. They witness, the little ritual that saves Prince Edward's life. Father Beorca doesn't like what he sees, but, he can't argue with the results. It worked. I think going forward, an Alfred that actually listens to Uhtred is potentially a very, very good development, and there's the potential to mend that relationship and actually do it right this time, because before there was way too much mistrust. Alfred having doubts makes him a little more sympathetic to Uhtred's point of view, which is a good thing. A little bit of tolerance was needed very, very badly. Uhtred's plan to lure the men that are guarding Scorpa's ships, because he showed up there. I guess his plan is to join forces with Guthrum, burn the ships, which we see them accomplish at the end of the episode. This will force Scorpa and his men to go to Guthrum, force one massive battle. The winner of that battle will determine, the future of Wessex, whether or not it gets to continue to exist. Yeah, I think that's where we're leading to in the next episode, if not, the beginning of next season, but this show moves at a fast pace, so I wouldn't be surprised to see one more battle next episode, a pretty big one. But yeah, I'm just really happy that Leofric is still around. I was convinced he was going to die, and, it's all good. But yeah, this show keeps you on your toes, really enjoying it, and yeah, that's pretty much all I got. So as always, thanks for watching, and peace.